Even if you're not considering a full exhaust system, a lot of people want to get rid of the servo valve that sits in the exhaust. And basically it's a valve at the back of the exhaust before it gets to the muffler, which as you rev the engine up, it closes the valve and restricts the amount of noise that comes out of the motorcycle. And you'll notice this if you start your bike. It's got this nice crisp sound in the initial phases of the throttle, and as you roll it open, just sitting there in the garage, as you roll it open, it goes real quiet and it sounds like it's muffled. Well, basically that's the servo valve closing. And what you can do is you can get rid of that valve, or you can leave the valve on, you can get rid of the servo motor, which stops it closing. So basically that valve will stay open if you leave it alone. What you will need to be able to do that is you've got to get this little device. It's called a Skutrnet Servo Buddy, right? Skutrnet, readily available. They're around about $90 Australian to buy. And this particular little attachment plugs into the wiring harness of the motorcycle, and it prevents you getting a fault code. So if you just disconnect the servo motor from the wiring, you're going to get a fault code in the dash, and you're going to then need some sort of scanning tool to be able to reset it. So what we're going to do is disconnect the servo, remove the servo motor, and then replace the wiring, or put into the wiring harness this little servo buddy. So it's a pain in the ass activity to do, but let's have a go at it. Okay, one of the first things we've got to do is we've got to remove the little cover. There's a little clip on the side here. Okay. The next thing to do is remove these little 10mm nuts, or loosen these nuts, so that we can disconnect the wires from the servo motor. So need a 10mm spanner. Yeah, so the next thing is to actually remove the servo and the servo motor. So it's actually located here, and it's kind of fit in here between the back of the crankcase and the upper end of the swing arm. So if you look right down here where the screwdriver is pointing, well, that's actually the top of the wiring connector. So the wiring harness there, that needs to be disconnected from the servo motor, and we attach the servo buddy to that, and then we've got to remove this servo motor. So it's attached through a bolt, and it also slips over a metal tab. So I hear tell the easiest way to get this out is to actually remove the rear set and just pull it out of the way so that you've got some space there. So let's do that. Okay, the next thing, we're just going to start loosening all of the components of the way that this is actually attached. So there's a little screw here that's quite accessible. Simple T25 star driver to undo that. Yeah, once you realise that, you take the screw out here, make sure you disconnect the little cable that runs down. There's a little cable that runs down the back here. You disconnect that, or clear it out of the way. You realise that there's not a lot holding that servo buddy in. It'll pretty much kind of slide up, right, because it slots over a metal tab. So all you've got to really do is disconnect that wiring down there and then slide it up and feed the cables out. So you know, easier said than done, I guess. Right, so this is the servo motor, and once you recognise how it's attached in there, you'll realise it's a bit of a, a challenging thing to get it out. You just got to wiggle it around a fair bit. But it's held in by, it's got a slot here, and if you look in the back there, I'll use a screwdriver. If you look up the back here, right, there's a metal, like a metal sleeve, just sticks out, and this just simply slides over the top of that, and then the screw goes through here into this particular location, this bolt here, to retain it. And the cables simply go in front of the swing arm down to the servo valve. So yeah, pretty simple to do. The biggest issue is this is actually in the road, and I actually had to bend that a little bit to get it out of the way. So I just bent it up a tad, and then it popped out quite simply. So quite easy to do. Okay, got your wires. Okay, normally plug into the bottom here, and you'll see that it's smooth and it's got a little lip on it. And basically all you do when you take the
wiring off is you just put your screwdriver down and just pop it off that and push it off. So there you go, that's the servo motor out, and all we simply got to do is connect to the wiring down there the servo buddy. Now, how do you know which way it actually goes? Well, if you look in at the plug there, you'll notice that it's got a flat side on this end, the skinniest end on the right hand side of the motorcycle here, and then it's got a little protrusion on the left hand side. Well, basically what that's going to do is going to line up with what's inside here, and it's got a flat side on one side and then it's just got a full round on the other. Yeah, so all it simply does, it goes in this particular way, and you'll see logo down. It's the easiest way to remember it, and it's just a matter of plugging it in. There you go. She is locked in nice and tight. Very cool. Just a matter now of just wiring it up so that we get it out of the way and it's not going to rattle around and touch on things. And voila, we're laughing. The last thing I did was just simply loop a cable tie over it, and let me see if I can keep my hands clear. Right, and just cable tie it to the little sleeve that sticks out, or tab I guess is what you call it. Okay, that's the servo motor removed, and basically what we've done is this. If you look here at the valve, right, the valve stays open, and this is why we take it out. The servo motor, all it does is close that valve and block the exhaust and muffle it. So yeah, interesting concept.